Hello, hello, my friend Caterina. How are you today?
I am phenomenal. I am blessing to be with you as always.
Absolutely. I love our time together each and every time. I don't care if it's 5 minutes or an hour we get to spend with each other. It's always fabulous. And I always
Thank you.
learn so much from you, Caterina.
Thank you, my friend. Always happy to be with you.
Oh, you are so welcome. Caterina, tell us a little bit about you and your business.
What I do is I serve women who consider their business their mission. Women that have a service-based business, and they usually started their business because they're passionate about something, about helping women with their health or helping other business women succeed. And I want to do everything I can to support them with their speaking, with their selling, with their strategy, and how to provide outstanding service for their clients. The reason why this is my focus is because women want to serve, they don't want to sell, and they don't want to be salesy. And so as a result, they often don't sell and then they don't get clients. And I want to show women how to do it authentically so that they are blissing while they're doing it and it's actually working for them to grow their business.
I love that because, every day when I work with any clients and talk to them, even if it's not a one-on-one, even in group, I always talk about be yourself, be authentic, because it's that light, no trust, be
Yeah.
authentic. You can only be authentic when you're yourself.
Yes. That's what authenticity is. And it's very important that we don't try to be like other experts, that we pay attention to what works for us, what is in alignment with our values. And sometimes people follow experts and they do what the experts tell them to do, but the experts don't have the same values as them. So it doesn't work and it doesn't feel good. Your business is supposed to feel good. It's supposed to be your bliss.
Yes. And you know what? Your clients or customers, they see right through that when you're not being authentic. And
Yes.
then your trust value goes down. And you
Yes.
have to work extra hard to get that back. So I'm going to ask you about something that I see you say. I see it
Okay.
printed on your items. I see it online. And I
Okay.
want you to tell me what it really feels like and how does it resonate with Caterina?
Okay.
Perfection is not required or encouraged.
Yes. Okay. So here's the thing, LaDonna. Yes, we want to look good. Yes, we want to put something good out. The challenge is that so often, especially women, they're getting ready to get started, to begin to think about getting going. They have something, it's not quite right. And so it's still sitting on their desk. And as a result of that, they're pushing off their revenue from that. They're also pushing off their mastery. So, what I mean by that is if somebody's thinking, I want to do a workshop or I want to do a retreat or I want to do an event, and they are trying to get everything figured out before they make that decision or before they get started, it's never going to happen. And it's actually in the learning, excuse me, in the doing that we learn. Okay. So this is why I say to gals, hey, if you want to do a workshop, pick a date, pick a time, pick a price. Free is fine. Pick a location, virtual is fine, and go. And as soon as the first person signs up, that puts a little fire under your fanny to get it all figured out. But the thing is, it's not till after you've done it that it's really going to be figured out, and then you're going to upgrade it for the next time. So that's the thing. Don't think it has to be perfect the first time because then you're just going to keep pushing it off. And
Right.
it's not, and guess what? The first one is not going to be your best one, but that doesn't mean it's not going to bring massive value. And that's what we have to remember.
Absolutely. And, as especially as women, we always wanted to step up the next time, be
Yes.
more perfect. I can do this. I want to change this. And why not? So is it ever really perfect in our eyes?
Well, that's the thing is I like to say rather than I'm making it perfect, LaDonna, I like to say we're always upgrading. Okay. Because that's the thing in business. Hopefully, you're always upgrading all the areas of business. I just reviewed, I got on my desk my 2 free giveaway ebooks. And you know what? They have massive value, but they're looking a little tired just because they're from a couple of years ago, right? We're always upgrading, we're always revamping. As women, we change our hairstyle too. My picture, almost a lot of my pictures don't look like me anymore, but it's not just that. It's always looking to move more towards mastery. Okay. And let's take a moment. What is mastery? That's when you do something with ease. You do it without a lot of resource, which means without a lot of time or preparation. You are blissing while you're doing it, and you're very good at it. That's what mastery is. And that's the goal. The goal is not just to do stuff. The goal is to master stuff, which is why you've heard me say, only do those things that you want to master. Don't be doing everything, because you don't need to master everything.
Right, right. And you know what? There's things I don't want to master. I
Exactly,
don't
my
want to
friend.
change the oil in my car. I
Exactly.
don't want to, I have a videographer. I don't want to cut my own videos. I don't even want to learn how. No. So, and you know what? You've talked about this already, and we just began, but I really want you to tell us how you feel when you say bliss in your business. You say it all the time. So why? Why is that? How does that make you feel? How do you want it to make others feel?
Well, I'm a second generation. Well, I'm first gen. No, yeah, I'm second generation American. My grandparents came through Ellis Island. My grandfather was a shoemaker. My other grandfather had a grocery store. And these are men and their wives who worked very hard to make the American dream come true. And I mention that, LaDonna, because it's that immigrant imprinting that I have to work really hard, and hard work is the only answer. And believe me, I think I do work hard, but I am blissing while I'm doing it, which means I'm working with my clients. That makes me happy. I'm not doing all those things that are not my job because I want to bliss in my business. And the other thing is getting clear. Like I used to publish books, and we used to have a magazine, and I liked all of that, but you know what? It wasn't my bliss. Wasn't my bliss hanging out with a lot of written words. I like to hang out with people. So I'm more into the speaking and the running groups and hosting retreats and getting the ladies together for different business things. That's my bliss. So I want everyone to find their bliss. And also, if you hear yourself say should, I should go there, I should do this, we should be doing this marketing strategy. Shooting on yourself doesn't serve you. And when you say should, it's usually something you really don't want to do. So get someone else to do it, or decide that you don't have to do it, right? Because your business is supposed to feel good. That's where, especially if we're an entrepreneur, that's where we spend a ton of our time. But let's make sure that we're enjoying it. And here's the other thing, LaDonna, bliss is good for sales. Okay. Nobody wants any depresso vendors, right? Nobody wants to work with people that have no energy, that have no vitality. But when you have somebody who's blissing in their business and they want to serve you, that's alluring. And that's good for our getting more clients and for our sales.
Absolutely. It's good for our inner souls. It makes us feel good. It tickles our heart. And
Yes.
we don't get enough of that. So create it yourself if not. So let's talk about gain insight and strategies to be more efficient, profitable, and fulfilled in your business. And I know that you really believe that. You bring it. You bring all that to the table each and every time, right?
Well, I like to think so, my friend, because, that's the business I'm in. And as you know, I have got these guiding principles that I follow, that I teach, that I share. And the intention is to do just that. So for example, we were recently together at one of my events, and I was saying, always be upgrading, right? Always look at what do we want to upgrade, okay? Always look at what do you want to master. If you don't want to master it, don't do it. Because these are guiding principles that support us to bliss and thrive more in our business. And it's interesting because I'm all about creativity and new ideas. And I had this coach once, and she told me to add efficiency as one of my values. Now I have added efficiency as a value. Integrity is my highest value. Fun is a value. Love is a value. And these are values I bring to my business. Now, other people might think, love, what does that have to do with business? But for me, of course, business is super personal. I hope everyone believes that business is personal because it's all about people. So we get clear on what are the values by which we want to run our business. And I do encourage all of those that are more creative types. We have what I call brilliant idea syndrome, new idea every day, to add efficiency as one of the values by which we run our business.
I love that. I love that. And you you have said it, I've seen it, I've heard it, and you believe it. But I want you, because this is so self-soothing and so uplifting when you say it. You have and you bring massive value.
Yes.
If you say it in a different way, I know that, but you say it and it
Mhm.
makes us feel great. How does it make you feel when you tell others that we
It
have
feels great.
massive value?
It feels great. And here's the truth, LaDonna. I want every woman on the planet to know that she matters and she has massive value to bring. And not all of us grew up in households where we were told we could do anything. Some kids were told you can't do that. So, a lot of women were told, you can be a teacher or a nurse. Anything else, forget about it. Or even worse, hey, a wife and a mother, that's all you got, right? And I know that that might be even some of the women a little bit older than us, but that still came down. Women haven't been in the workforce for all that long. And a lot of us didn't see it. My mom was a school teacher, so I saw my mom blissing. My mom was blissing to be a school teacher. She loved being a school teacher. She would come home excited after a day at work, but not all moms went to work, or a lot of moms had jobs that didn't fulfill them, right? And so I want every woman to know that she super matters, and I want her to find her bliss through her work. Yes, you're blissing with your family. Hopefully, you're blissing in your relationship, you're blissing in your community. But I want you to bliss in your business too, because that's where we spend so much time.
Oh, I agree 100%. I mean, the passion that you bring each and every time to that, it comes out, and it comes out easily for you. And I can see the love that you have for others. And you know what? That's what makes us so authentic. And that's what makes us so grand, to be around others and to help others. And we want to help each other. So, what made you bring out the vampire? When you say
Empire.
vampire,
Yeah.
explain that to us, because
Okay.
it's power. It's power.
Right. Well, in language, we use the word empire, like the Roman Empire, or someone has a big business, they have a business empire. I like to feminize everything because because I work with women, and women don't do business necessarily the same way. But it's also back to reminding women that they're the queen of their fempire. Yes, they're the queen of their castle, but that's their home. But they're the queen of their fempire. So what I mean by that is we're the boss of our business. Nobody else is the boss, that we are the authority of our business. Nobody else. And so what are we doing and how are we running our business as if we're the queen of our fempire? So that means you have a business decision. What would the queen do? You are about to do something. Would the queen be sweeping the floor? No, she has people for that, right? You know, I mean, all of these things are about us treating ourselves like the amazing leaders that we are and running our business from that place rather than we're the janitor and the admin assistant.
And you know what? I wanted this to be our last question for this session because it is powerful for us to remember that we cannot do everything efficient when we try to do everything. So we
Right.
must get the help that we need.
Right.
It's hard because you're like, oh my gosh, can I afford this? Yes, go sell something.
Go sell something. Right. I like to also say, LaDonna, you're the Beyonce of your business. Okay. Beyonce is not sweeping the stage. She's not making the costumes. Okay. She's not in the front selling the tickets. Right. She's the talent. And we are the talent of our business. When we're in a personal service business, people are buying us. We're the talent. And we're not going to have enough vitality to serve our clients if we're doing everything. We're not going to serve them well if we're doing everything. You know me, I talk to my clients all day long, every day, mostly through Facebook, because why? That's my job. Okay. If a client, on the call you were recently with me, one of the gals said she was having a depresso day and she reached out to me. Do I say, sorry for you, my friend, we don't have a coaching call scheduled today? Or do I say, hey, my friend, I'm here for you. Here's a few things. Here's a few ideas. Do you need to schedule a time to talk? Right? And now there's this concept, it's called overgiving, which I think is poppycock. Okay. But you know why I think it's poppycock, LaDonna? Because I stay in my lane. And I know what's my job. My job is to serve my clients. I got a client in need. That's my job. Okay. But I'm also clear there are things that are not my job. So by being available to do my job, because I'm not doing everything, I have the capacity, I have the vitality, I have the resource to do that. And that is so important for us to remember. Now, some women maybe overgive in that they let people take advantage of them. We have to also be clear about what works for us. I'll message my clients late at night. If they message me, I got no problem with that because I'm available. Okay. But I know other people, their lives are different and that doesn't work for them. And that's okay. We teach people how to treat us. And if we don't ask for what we want, or if we make complaints, that means we're not asking for what we want. We are going to be feeling like we're taken advantage of. I don't feel taken advantage of. Okay. I'm honored to serve. And I want women to get clear about what works for them so that they are blissing in their business for sure.
Absolutely. You have to stay in your lane and you have to set some boundaries. But again, it's a teaching thing. You can teach your clients, your customers, the people that believe in you, how you run your business. If someone texts me at 1 a.m. in the morning, they're probably not going to hear from me till 5 a.m. in the morning because I have to have my beauty sleep, But on the other hand,
I don't know, my friend, 5 a.m. in the morning. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, they're not going to hear from me till 9 a.m. in the morning.
so
12 Eastern.
we live different roads and that's okay, right? We have different paths that we travel. but we make ourselves available when we can and how we can. Caterina, this has been such an incredible time that I've spent with you. And as always, thank you so very much. Thank you, everyone, for listening in. And we will talk to you again very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, LaDonna.
Bye-bye.